Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Tanisha. Who I missed? Nobody. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Sunshine. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Miss Curtis. Miss Stolt. Miss McCrary. Oh, yep. Good morning, everybody. Ooh, what time is it? Hold on. Okay. It's afternoon in some people's places. Thank you, Mr. Gentleman. Good morning. Did everybody sleep good? I don't know what's going on with this. This is weird. Hold on. Y'all know I'm trying not to break it. Oh! That's not right. I'm over it. This is not right. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I done broke a couple of these goosenecks, and I'm trying not to do that again. I ain't rough still. My vanilla bean bottle. Vanilla bean bottles just got... Oh, girl. I've been trying not to go mess with mine. You hear me? I've been trying not to mess with them. I know you just supposed to leave them. But now I'm like, what other tinctures? And I forgot, I got a whole book on tinctures that I haven't even used. Hold on, let me find it. I believe I showed y'all before. Where is it? And it's in the kitchen. Hold on. I bought it at the Goodwill, I think, or Five Below or something years ago. And it's gonna come right now. I want to say it's this one, so I won't say years, but it's been at least about, yep, I think it's one more, y'all. I got this one and another one, but I don't know where it is. So this one I got like 2018 or 2019. Where's my other one? Well, anyway, this is it. It's like 2018, 2019 I bought this. Y'all see it? The Herbal's Guide to Botanical Drinks. I think I showed this on here already before. I think I showed it on here before, but it got like all the different, if you brew it hot or cold, cardamom, cinnamon, cayenne, pomegranate, frankincense, sandalwood, turmeric. Like, I got a whole bunch of stuff in here that I just didn't have. And I don't think I ever got a chance to really look through it. But I might have to start trying some of these recipes in here now. Oh, here go one for night fever. Interesting. Looks like I might be playing scientist for a minute. Yeah, I'm trying to learn as many things as I can in this short amount of time. So y'all been seeing that they said 6 months? I know somebody talked about it on here earlier too, yesterday. I see everybody talking about we got 6 months for this and 6 months for that. Crazy, right? And I saw some people talking, hey, about 2030. And I just be thinking, if we live in a world of deception, wouldn't it be just like Lucifer to make us think that we have more time than what we really have? What y'all think about that? Because his plan is to have God catch us off guard. So if the government is saying 2030, could it be 2027? 3 years earlier than what they said? Because don't they always tell us after they already have the plan together? They never tell us in the beginning, right? They've already made the plan, got the stuff built when they telling us. So couldn't it be, let's tell them 2030, but we really going to have it done by 2026? Let people think they have time to still play around. Come on, nephew. Are y'all feeling okay after yesterday's class? I figured I wouldn't bother y'all. You can go look it up, Lawrence. Just look up 2030. A whole bunch of stuff is going to come up. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, I was just rewatching it and doing more journaling. Good job. I just wanted to make sure y'all was okay. I know folks was talking about they needed drinks and meds and all kind of stuff. You said yes. I kept reading after class. Good job. It was an eye opener. Okay. Yeah, it had me a little rattled too. And I haven't read it. Like I said, a lot of this, once I read it, the first time I've read some of it over and over, but some of it I might have read it once or twice and that was it. But I remember reading it, but it hit differently this time. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on, Dad. It's a few things on this list. I might be and what you said, centers, I don't want to do centers in hell. Do you? Do you? You said what you missed. The class, girl. Class. You know it's on the rewatch. I don't want to do centers in hell. I don't want to. I don't want to. And that's why I be like, God, please help me. And now y'all see why I say that all the time. Please help me, right? You said not at all. I don't want to do that. Can I ask you a question? Has hell become more real to you now since you read the things that we read? Has hell become more real to you now? Has heaven, the ability to get into heaven, changed for you? Do you realize it takes more than just whatever it is you felt like you were taught? Same, auntie. I've been in alibi, knowing and unknowing. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Let me put this big old knife up. You said what? You said what? Unknowingly and knowingly trying to be loyal to your homeboy or your homegirl. You didn't put yourself in a situation. Interesting. Very. God said be loyal to me. Don't be loyal to no. Wait a minute. Ain't that crazy? Don't even know you got a whole something wrote down on your rap sheet trying to be loyal to a person. I can't help you. I used to tell my kids don't do no crime because I'm telling the police. I'm not gonna lie for you. Mom, I said I'm not lying for you. If you wasn't here, I'm gonna tell them you wasn't here. And I don't know where you was at. Mom, why would you do that? Because I'm not going to hell for you. I am not going to hell for you. It's going to be hard enough for me not to get in on my own stuff. You think I'm about to let you ask some stuff? No. Ain't. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to. They'll tell you right now. My mama's not gonna lie for me, and I'm not. I'm not gonna lie for you. Yeah, cause you know how pissed off I'll be if I go to hell for being an accomplice to you, and then you get saved and you make it into heaven, and I gotta be over there on that side watching you live in peace. Oh, that's gonna be agony. Nope, nope, nope. I can't help you. Clocking in for work, auntie. I love you. Oh yeah, I love you too, pumpkin. Have a good day. Have a good day. I'm telling you, I don't want no parts of it. No, I'm not lying for you. Don't ask me because I'm not gonna do it. And that's why I be like, nah, I'm cool. Because I realize sometimes, you'll love a person and then you be looking like, wait a minute. I can't support you when you're wrong now that I know that goes down on my rap sheet. Even back then, though, I used to be like, nah, I don't want no parts of it. You hear me? I'm not lying for you. Because I don't want nobody lying to me. I was coloring last night. I've been trying to calm my whole mind down. Y'all seen? I ain't finished, of course, but this one here. This is our new friend. I ain't colored in a minute, so I was coloring last night. Y'all seen. You see it. Hi, guy. Thorin and Company. No, it's the mark. It's the pens we use. It's the pens. Hi, Queen. It's the pens we use. Yep. How y'all pens and stuff doing? How many coloring books y'all got? Thank you. I've been trying to calm my mind down. How many coloring books y'all got over there? Mm-hmm. Y'all still coloring to calm yourself, or you be doing other stuff now? Y'all got a lot. You said 3. I need those pens. Yep, they the Tamnit or Tamnit. That's okay. But do you color in them? Hey, Rika. You got over 30? I love it. Dude. Queen said she got over 30. You do resin art? Okay. Oh, man. I would love to see some of your pictures. I've ordered more pens. I have about 10. Interesting. So, I was thinking about, I've been doing a lot of reflecting. I have. That part. Have you guys just been kind of reflecting over your lives, or just, kind of going back and looking at different things because I don't know, I do that. I try to go back and just, look back at where God has brought me from, the different things that have happened, and I'm grateful. I be when I can. That soothes my mind. Okay, Orbeline, I didn't have to come in this my TikTok tripping. Yeah, they not letting nobody in. I've been noticing that 40 people at a time, which is crazy. But even in that, y'all, whatever it is that you've started to do that keeps your mind calm, I'm just so grateful that God gave us ways to calm our minds. I have been balling this morning. Come on. Listen, I'm grateful. Like I was looking back through my pictures from 2021 all the way up until now, just videos and things. So I screenshot, I take a lot of pictures, and I'm just like, dang, Dad, you do miraculous things. He does miraculous things. You want to know what else? I was going through my videos, and in 2018, y'all, I was heavy into that dude. Y'all know who I'm talking about? That dude. Y'all know him. I was in studies 2018 now. I'm in there deep watching every documentary. And so I was screenshotting things and didn't even realize how much of Project 2025 it is. I said, oh wow. Interesting. Interesting. I said, this is crazy. You hear me? So this is why I'm telling y'all, when God brings a certain thing to your mind, when he has you go look up a random word, all of it means something. Because at that time when I was studying, I'm like, okay, he just got me in history, blah, 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 blah. No. He was telling me the future. He was telling me the future by having me study what had happened in the past. And having me pay attention to strategies and words and phrases that were being said and what they really meant by that and what happened and all of that. And literally, we are living it right now. So it's interesting that in 2018, this is what he wanted me looking at, taking notes on, and then all of it is all over our news in 2024 going into 2025. Mind blowing. I'm telling you. And so that's why I say I'm grateful, because my focus could have been on something else these last 10, 12 years. You hear me? Thank you so much. You hear me? Think about where your focus could have been for the last 3 years, y'all. Can you name one thing that you was focused on before you start studying the way that you study now that captivated your attention or kept your attention or kept you looking in a way to where you didn't have time? Or how many of you really didn't make time to study prior to coming here? Your word. Reading the Bible, you would read it, but you didn't prioritize time to study. And since you prioritized your time to study, your life has smoothed out a lot, maybe not completely. Come on. Do you know how honored you should feel that God thought enough of you to calm you down so that you could see him? You said, honestly, I didn't read it much either, but I do now, and I'm grateful I learned to study it. You hear me? Hey, do you realize that? Yeah. He allowed you to slow down long enough so you could see him. How many people y'all think rode by Jesus and didn't know who he was, or didn't really care to know anything about him, and didn't know he was holding whatever it was that they was rushing off to? He had it in his hands. But they probably drove by him, walked past them, whatever. Yesterday, when Ed and I woke up, I was in a dream because I was praising and thanking God for all of a sudden I could hear myself. Yesterday, my cup overflowed. I don't remember the dream. Interesting. Focused on retirement and realized my eternal retirement is not far. Oh! Chasing money, creating wealth was my focus, and he has brought that to a halt. Anybody else feel like that? That you was chasing money prior to come here, and now you don't chase money and everything you need is provided? Who, be honest, who was chasing the bag when you first came here? Tell the truth. Phil, I couldn't understand the Bible at church, but now I'm surprised myself what I've learned here. Come on. Oh, okay. You said yes, working all them hours. Yep, and addicted trying to. Uh-oh. So do you chase the bag now? Or do you just ask God, you do what he asks you to do with your finances, and now everything is taken care of. I used to before retiring. Okay. You know that part, and he shows me when and how and why. Uh-oh. I ask God for daily bread and he's providing it. Come on. Mine was a mate going about it the wrong way. Come on. Come on. That has been showing out in my life. Come on. God let it flow. Okay. Nope, I asked God. Okay. Okay. Hey. I tried a few times. Now, got the OT, but it always gets canceled now by my job every time. I'm like, okay, Dad. Oh, now he can't. I. So you remember when I told you I used to say stuff like he wouldn't let me work? People was like, that's a lie. I said, okay. Till he started messing with your stuff. Till he started messing with your stuff because your faith is in this and not in him. Oh, yeah, he gonna show you real fast. Yes, a lady handed me $7. I got $5. Gave $5 to the homeless. Got one of the boxes you talked about later. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I asked him first. And everything I do, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Awesome. Listen, this is my thing. If you journal, if you go back and you take a lot of pictures or, do voice, like little vlogs, little 2-minute vlogs and stuff, you will see what God do in your life, and it'll make you cry. It'll make you cry because you realize how much time you wasted chasing things that didn't have nothing to do with him. And then you would be angry at him for him not giving you what it is that you wanted or whatever else it is. And he was like, you was going, like you said, going about it the wrong way. How is it that I'm doing less and my life is more abundant? Less talking, less running around, less all of these other things. But every time I look around, it's an abundance, whether it be of love, communication, whatever I need, it's an abundance. Yep, I go to him first, and all things Dad makes it do what it do, even when it don't seem like it immediately. Oh, oh, oh. When I do see it, it's undoubtedly him working it all out. I promise you. So your stress level come down. Cause when you done did all that you can do, you be like, okay, evidently you don't want me to do this, so I'm gonna let you do it. And then, so when do you get to the point where you stop doing all the A to Z and back the Z to A, and you just go to him first? Stops a lot of the frustration, disappointment, anger, shortness, and all of that. It stops a lot of it. It stops a lot of it. You'll have yourself stressed out trying to figure out how God gonna do it. He said, I'm gonna do it, not you. Because if you trust a person, you don't keep asking them, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? I said I'm gonna do it. Are you gonna do it? You said, baby, this used to be me. Uh-oh. 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 Just logged on and needed to hear exactly what y'all talking about. Neil. Neil said, wait a minute, I just walked into class. Why you call my name? Listen. If you trust, if your spouse or your kids, you got a responsible person, if they say they're going to do it, you don't even worry about it. You go on to the next thing. But we don't do God like that. We don't. We don't believe that just because he ain't saying nothing that he's still going to do it. You said, I used to be the kid asking the daddy, can I please, can I have it now? Can I have it now? Are you going to do it? Are we still going to go? And so guess what? Just like your kid, and you know which ones you can tell, Saturday, we're going to go to the park. Some kids, you can't tell them that. You have to wait until Saturday is there, get them dressed, and then they say, where are we going? And then you can tell them. Right? Right? Some kids, you can't tell them till the day of. We let him Christ in the house, but leave him in the guest room. Oh! Neil said we let him in the house, but we keep him in the guest room. You hear me? You said, my kids. Good afternoon, Pumpkin. So which kid are you? God, why you ain't did it yet? God, why you ain't brought it yet? I asked for it a year ago. You told me it was coming. When are you going to give it to me? Instead of getting busy, getting prepared for it. What have you done in the process of, like, just because you sign off to get your house built today, you can't move in today? My kids are all on my neck about buying a trampoline. Oh. Well, have they watched any safety videos about what you need to do? So you want me to come do something for you, but you ain't watched the video, got a helmet or nothing. Did you cut the grass where you want the trampoline to go, or that part? Listen, this is the thing. You have got to figure out, baby, the way I just turned up the TV so they can hear. You know what? Don't be trying to turn my nephews against me. Now I'm going to whisper when I say it next time. I ain't got no picture from them in a while. I got to watch you. I ain't drew me no picture in a while. That might be because of you. I'm watching you. Nah, don't throw stones at them. And then hide. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You trying to turn my nephews against me? I'm going to mouth everything I say about them from now on. Don't even worry about it. I ain't saying it loud. Turn the TV up on me. You see? You see how she do me? Nah, but for real though. You want something, okay, like prime example. Even though, like I said, even though I'm not married anymore, my choice, God started preparing me for my husband like 5 years before I ever even met him, before I got married. And I told y'all, he started waking me up at certain times. There was just all this weird stuff he had me buying. I didn't even know what it was for, but I bought it. And it just sat in the closet or wherever it was, and I didn't use it. Well, when my ex-husband came along, every single thing that had just been in my house and I didn't know what it was for, the time that God woke me up, just the whole process of the first 5 years before I got married, I didn't realize that he was preparing me to be exactly what I needed to be to that husband. Does that make sense? Even with this, when he gave me the idea of what it is that he wanted me to do and how he wanted me to run, this was supposed to be a center. It was supposed to be a building where people could come and shower. We was going to have mailboxes. Like, I still have the paper of how they could come. And instead, I told y'all, before church, they could eat and then sit in the service. We don't want you sitting in here hungry, and if you go to sleep, it's going in your subconscious. Like, all of these things were written down about the services or the emotional support, spiritual support that you was going to get, but it wasn't going to be real churchy. Like, it was going to be a center where homeless people could have an address just in case they need to be able to get food stamps and stuff like that. They could have their mail sent there. It was all these. You said he doesn't pick the qualified. He qualifies you. Sure does. That part. He gave me the plan. You hear me? He prepared me for it. And I was talking to him about that yesterday. In the song, I gotta play that song for y'all. Matter of fact, let me go get my phone. It's old, but baby, you was all in my business, Mr. Neal. Well, come on in here. We about to. Listen, you in my business. That's all right, though. Goodness gracious. Mhm. This. So when I just tried to play with it, I know it's already in the playlist, but where? You know what? This. No, I need the extended version because that's the one that's on. This was on repeat all day yesterday. This was on repeat. I listened to this song, so and when it gets to about 8 minutes is when it really get. Yeah, this is the extended version. You all in my business because me going back through. I said, God, you was preparing me for right now. You was preparing me to deal with everything. I'm like, oh my God. When I go back and I look, you was preparing me. You was preparing me to deal with crazy folks. You was preparing me to. You was preparing me. The song I've been listening to, every single thing, talking to my mom. I said, goodness gracious, God, you was preparing me. Like talking to my brother. You prepared me. Talking to my kids. I just said it today. Listen, I said, God, you had me read stuff years ago that I didn't even know was going to minister to my children 10 years later. This just happened to me this morning. I had a conversation with y'all niece about something personal. And I was able to send her to the word and send her to a story at 21. Now, when I started studying this stuff, she was probably 11 or 10. But didn't know that me learning it and getting into it, I was going to have to turn around and use that very thing to minister to my own baby. What if I didn't get the knowledge? When I look back and see what he brought me through, come on. Remember I said the stuff you learning right now, it ain't just for you. It's going to be for everybody around you. No way in heck did I think that a story in the Bible that touched me, I'm talking about touch me, would turn around and be relevant to my child 10 years later. No way. But this is why you have to get it, because it ain't just for you. I'm telling you. And listening to I'm like, God, you, thank you. It might not look like what other people want it to look like. Why are you in a robe every day? I'm comfortable. What is your issue? Is you listening though? That's what I need you to do. Put the phone, turn it over, and don't watch. Just listen. Because even the things that are going on in the media right now, it's like, God, you prepared us. You had to be able to stand when people didn't believe. Noah. The doctors that was telling people a year or so before 2020 happened that something was coming and they needed to do this and there was testing going on and y'all need to look over there. And they like, no, look over here, we can do a trick, we can do this, look at me, no, don't look over there. And then exactly what them doctors said was on us in 2020. But they was painted out to be crackpots and crazy folks and conspiracy theorists. But they said, if you, there's some, y'all need to look over here. But most people, and we talk about this all the time, don't believe it until it's actually happening, which is scary. Because God will prepare you for every single thing that is coming your way. You don't even have to be where they at. Y'all probably thought I was crazy the other day when I kept telling y'all, I'm dreaming about spiders and snakes. And it's somebody that is close to me that is around that I can't trust. And then y'all see my little sister came right in here and was like, oh yeah, such and such. And they been in the mix and blah, 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 blah. I said, but it's some more too. It's some more because it wasn't just one day. But you guys got to see in real time that even in your dealings with people, God will tell you the secret things. I ain't seen this person in almost 10 years. Physically. Since about 9. 9 years, I have not seen this person. But I can feel their energy around me. I kept saying, somebody I don't mess with, it didn't. Somebody I don't mess with is watching me. And I would say, hey, you. And every single time that has happened, I get to come back and tell y'all about what happened. I don't leave my house. Most of these people is out of state. They not where I'm at. So how would I know? It just happened the other day. You said exactly what my grandma used to say. If you dream about snakes, it's you got an enemy close. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Woo. Yes, the dreams from me and 3 people around me are speaking. Listen. I have learned. Hey, Pumpkin. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi, TT baby. I have learned. It don't matter if you. I don't be like, oh, I'm gonna shake it out of my mind. Yeah, I'm not shaking it out of my mind. Now sometimes I try to, but when it won't leave, I be like, no, okay, all right then. Well, just tell me who it is. I used to get sad. Now I just be like, tell me. Tell me who it is. Just let it show up, whatever it is, because in this moment, he happier, screams back. Oh, and I love them. I really do. It's pretty cool. In this time, you don't think that discernment is going to be something that you need? Seeing as how there are going to be ops on both sides with all, and I'm not talking about the countries against countries. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the real thing that's about to pop off, where people got their hat on like in Thief in the Night, and they trying to get you to take them back to where the other people is, so they can offer them up to that dude. You hear me? Just like in Left Behind, where they was hunting the people. It ain't for now. It's for later. When you can't go look up who a person is and where they live and if they have a history, and when you can't go look that up, when that's not available, how will you judge the character and the people that are around you? It's good to trust God right now in telling you about people's character, because in a minute you won't be able to go look them up. You just gonna have to believe that this person is good, or if you can say something around them, or if you, that's gonna be a very important tool right about now. Hey, girl, you know they hiding me. You're gonna have to know who you can trust and who you can't. It's gonna be very important. 3 people told me about a dark person knocking at my door, and to protect me and my kids, baby. I be trying to, and see, the person might not come for 6 months. might not even come for 6 months, 3 months, 2 months. You don't know when, but this is why you journal that stuff. So when they show up, you could be like, oh, I knew you was coming. I knew you was coming. I just talked to y'all niece about this today and said, y'all don't be going to the manufacturer. When a person comes into my life, I go to the manufacturer. God is, he said, Jeremiah, excuse me, not Jeremiah. Before I knew you, y'all know the scripture. I'm trying to talk too fast and I had too much coffee. I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. Okay? I know the plans I have for you. All of that. Okay? So with that, God already know the people you gonna interact with, and He also knows the stuff that you gonna have to go through. So when you don't give Him time to tell you who you're dealing with, then you're always gonna be having to come back and ask, why did you let them do this to me, or why you let them treat me like that? I would have saved myself a lot of pain had I gone to the maker first, girl. You said, oh, how I learned that the very hard way, right? And to be honest with you, once I understood that people are interactions, they are experiences, and sometimes that experience can be so amazing that you want to hold on to it, but it was only for a short time. Have you ever had a person that you talk to all the time, like every day, and then something happens and they just go away? And it wasn't even that anything bad happened or anything, it's just life started happening. And you might even try to connect with that person again, but that time is over. And it doesn't even have to be anything intimate or anything like that. But sometimes God can bring people in your life that they are just there for that time, that season, that moment, that experience. Like when my daughter was going through her stuff when she was younger, there was a nurse that called me all the time. And she probably wasn't supposed to email me all kind of stuff. But once that experience was over, we talked a couple of times after that. But she was so huge in me being able to be strong during what was going on. You see what I'm saying? And I think about her often because of how sweet she was and how kind and caring she was and just compassionate. Like, I think about her, but I don't go reaching out to her because it's been years now. But this woman would check on me, all kinds of stuff when I was going through what I was going through with my baby. So you think about those kind of experiences, and it's like, okay, in the movie They Live, the alien had been the little kid running with the guy the whole time. Use discernment. Listen. It's a few things I want to say, but I gotta think about it. That mean I ain't supposed to say it. Cause soon as I got ready to, I think about how I want to say it. Hold on. Crazy. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, do you need me? Hi, Emo Isukama. You're at the library. Okay, let me be quiet. Yeah. You on the computer? Oh, this is yes. Hi, you gonna learn something? You gonna read some books? Yeah. Do you need me for something? Wait, okay, so can you say it again so they can hear you? Say it again. I said I thought that it would make this is your favorite place, so I thought that it would make you happy to see her. Yes. Get her some books so she can take them home and read them, the plastic kind. Thank you. I will. Okay. I'll call you later. Bye. Bye. I said you gonna read some, but she said, yeah, she on the type on the computer at the in the kids section. Got oh Lord, that make me happy. Ooh, get her some books. Yes, it did, baby. That ooh wait. Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. I'm sorry, y'all. She is on a little computer with her little books behind her. Look, yes. And it's so crazy because I have a picture, Emu. Come on. I have a picture, I think, of her mom and them at that same library at the same keyboards, y'all. 20 years ago. They probably didn't upgraded them. But those same computers, I used to take them in there and let them type on them. And now, 20 years later, because when we moved to Indy, I was about 20, 22, 23. And I turned 24 and I'm 44 now. So 19 years. And, it's so cool. You gonna read some books? Yeah. Good. Grandma like it when you read books. It makes me happy. Sorry, y'all. That snapped me. Listen. What you put into your kids will come out of them. It does, and I see it every day. My baby was going through that. Her sister was going through the grocery store yesterday. She had all her stuff. History repeating itself, but it's good things. Hey, Day. Can you send me an email to say hi, please? Just hi, because I tried to find something yesterday and I couldn't find it. Just send me an email at CERCA TROVA to say hi, please. Please. Listen, but I'm learning, y'all. Even with prayer and different things, just talking to my kids about you need to keep your devotional at your desk. You need to be using the tools. I said them tools was not just for this or that. Them tools, yes, yes. Just say hi. That's it. Just say hello. Yes, please. I'm watching. I'm watching all the things that people told me that I shouldn't have been doing with my children. Again, I went to the maker of them. I carried them. I did not make them. Do you hear me? Before I even met their dads, God already knew what person that was going to be. When my kids see me sit on the floor with my books, they come and try to read them. I'm trying to tell you. And this is, listen. My daughter called me last week because she's moving. And she said, so what do I need to build my bed? I said, what? She said, I'm going to build my bed. I'm not paying whatever that price is. I can build it myself. What tools do I need? Well, I built their beds out of necessity because I didn't have no money. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, Joy. But 10 years later, guess what she about to do? She about to build her own bed. I had never built nothing prior to that. And I built those beds, and 10 years later, guess what she about to do? She about to build her own bed. Probably end up building her baby bed, too. She said, so what I need this, I need that. I said, yep, you're going to have to go get it. I said, you can rinse them, too. She said, I already checked on it. I already know. You hear me? Nobody is perfect. No parenting is perfect. But I'm telling you, I did not hide my shortcomings and things from my children because I realized that God, they probably would go through a lot of the same things. I've been up since 3 a.m. studying and taking notes. And daughter said, "Do you know the sun has come up?" That part. That part. That part. I'm learning, y'all. I let them see me live life. My other baby just told me today, probably when she's 30, she going for her 30th birthday, she's gonna write a book about her life. I'm grateful. These are all in like the last week. Yeah. One of them said she don't know how people treat people bad, and she said, "Mom, I don't know how they can't see like that these people that are addicted to certain things, it's a reason why they are." I said, "Baby, welcome to your mama world." People only want to talk about the problem. They don't want to talk about the solution, and they don't want to get to the root of why this person is going through the life that they had. And so she's talked to people, and they've told her things, and it just, I already saw her heart melt, and I said, come on in, girl, just go on and pick up your cross. I don't know why you keep playing, because you're not going to get away from it. I used to try to run from it too, go job to job, trying to run from it, and didn't realize that was my job. I was supposed to be the counselor and the person at the break room in the same place every day so that a different person could come there and tell me all this crazy stuff. I had to be the person. And so then I would think, oh, it's the job. And so I would go to another job. And no, the same thing would happen. And then I realized the real job God gave me was, these are the subsidiary jobs. I'm there to talk to the people. I'm really not there to do collections or hair, Rika. You know, you the whole counselor and financial advisor, relationship person, parent. You see what I'm saying? That's the secondary. The skill is the secondary part of it. They come for the service, but that ain't the service they coming for. They come to have lunch, but they're not really coming to have lunch. They're coming over there for the wisdom that God has placed down in you in whatever area. That could be mechanics, that could be, it doesn't matter. Like, you, when you realize that you end up talking to people about their life, you'll realize, oh, this is the secondary job. This, what you hired me for, or my skill, is the secondary job. My first job is to tell you about Christ, not to force him on you, but when you come and you start telling me your prop, Wednesday will, come on, Wednesday will, wisdom, come on, counseling folks while I'm doing makeup, crying off my artwork. Girl, quit trying to turn around and be like, oh my God, if I burn you with these Marcells. You cannot jump and turn your face like that and I got Marcells in your hair. Is you crazy? I can see your face in the mirror. I can see your face. You about to burn. You about to burn you. Because I'm good. But I'm talking to you. So certain conversations I didn't have when we was dealing with hot tools. I'll wait till you under the bowl or under the dryer and come sit next to you and be yelling. Because you ain't about to keep popping this dryer up. I got stuff to do. Stay under the dryer. He'll write it down and flash it on the paper, and then I respond. But don't get from under. You see, I poked the client in the eye with my brush because she was moving. Listen, I need you to sit still. You can't be doing that. We talking, but you need to still get your service because I got something else to do. You is holding up the line. Shoot. Holding up the line is no. You did not come in here for an iron out. You came in here so you can sit and get. Amen. I'm grateful I just have to do it online now. Because my house, I used to be like, listen, there's not enough room. And I got to go get my kids from school. I'll just, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll take you. No. I got to go to the grocery store. It's fine. I don't have anything to do today. That's funny because I had a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to do, and I didn't want no company. Because now I'm going to have to entertain you and do what I got to do, which means it's going to take twice as long. Okay, fine, Dad. If this is what you're going to have, okay. You said it'd be hard for me to get off the phone. It depends on the conversation. Most times, if I'm going to talk to you on the phone, I enjoy it. And God has taken a lot of that away from me. I don't have to do as much of that. Like, but for 10 years, yeah. Sometimes I just sit the phone down and I have it on speaker and I'll be cleaning up and doing laundry because I gotta do it. But he don't make me do it as much anymore, which is okay. He's been giving me a break. This last year, a lot of things have been different and I'm grateful for it. Because I went so hard for so long studying, talking to people like, and I used to be like, God, I just want to rest. I'll still have my Bible studies or whatever else you want me to do. But I just need, like, you know, it's like probably when you're going through medical school or any type of training that takes a long time, you know, you just want to sit down and breathe for a minute. And I think in this last year, in 24, I won't say 23, 24 has been a lot calmer than the last 10 years of my life. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey. The last 10 years has been a lot calmer. I mean, this last year has been a lot calmer than the last 10 or 9. Hey. Hey. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm still sending stuff out, and yes, y'all, I'll be a little bit tardy. Well, you know, I ain't gonna say tardy, but sometimes it take me a minute because I gotta be able to leave this house. And if I don't feel comfortable, I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. And I know that sounds so crazy, but I be getting it. I be wanting to. But I just be like, I don't have the. Listen. Oh, yeah. That's why I can't, Miss Lady, that's why I don't. I love y'all, though. Not, you know. Miss Lady, that's why I can't talk to people that's always tired or sick or not feeling well. And I had to. That's why I don't know if you was here when I taught that class. But as much as I love like my mama and certain people, I had other friends. Like every time I talked to them, they were super tired and always bogged down. But then I would see you on the internet turned up. I don't want to hear that. Or whenever you know, it's something you want to go do, you're not tired. My mama could go hike a mountain and be just fine. 4 in the morning, from 3 to 6 in the morning. Then you get on the phone with me and you hacking and coughing. And, I'm just tired. Oh, no. Because you didn't look tired at 3 o'clock in the morning when you was out there in the dark hiking the mountain. You did not. You didn't. You was out there in the dark hiking a mountain with snakes and mountain lions and all kind of stuff, and you was not tired. And then you want to talk to me, and now you no. Or the friends that's always upset about money, but when they got money, they don't talk to you. But whenever you stressed about money, you want to call me. Or rent or whatever else it is. But when you got money, baby, you don't even answer the phone. I'm not your trash can. I'm not none of that. Dad, did you make CERCA previous to the conversation I just had this morning? Why is she always in my business? I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I don't want to hear that. No. Y'all, I learned. And people will try to make you feel guilty or bad because you don't want to be their trash can. But being an empath, I didn't realize why I would go into depression when I was younger. And it was because everybody that I talked to in the first 3 to 4 hours of my life was complaining. I get up feeling good, ready to move around. And baby, somebody will call my phone and I didn't sit down because what they talking about is heavy. And then another person called me and it's drama, 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 drama. And now I don't have no energy to do nothing. I'm fussing at my kids and yelling at them. I'm not doing that. And so then it got to the point where I'm telling you, I put people on time limits. Y'all think I'm joking. I would not answer my phone before like 10 o'clock in the morning because I got up at 3 or 4. That gives me 7 hours to get up, do laundry, clean, do whatever I got to do, take care of my kids, study my Bible. I start answering the phone after 10 o'clock, babe. Because I done did everything I need to do. So if I got to sit down and listen, but then if it get too heavy, I'm getting off the phone. And now I told y'all my lovely mother, she said, I know you don't want to hear it. Oh, okay. Don't get to talking about who's sick and who this and drama. I don't want to hear that. Not going to sit and listen to that at 7 o'clock in the morning. No. I got a phone call yesterday. I listened a little bit. Then I said, I can pray for you. And they hung up. Yes! I told you they will. Because they want somebody to hear their Eeyore story. Eeyore donkey story. I'm not listening to that. I don't want to. I want to get on the phone with you and laugh and crack up and have a good time. I don't. Like I said, and y'all might not have noticed this, maybe you have. At about 27, I started noticing, right, that a lot of the people that couldn't get this together and was always acting out and just they never had time to themselves. They was always on the phone in somebody else's business. They knew everybody else's business, but didn't know their own business. You can't hear what I'm trying to say to you about your life, because my son, he talks about it right now. He just said it the other day. He said, Mom, I'll never forget when you told me, boy, don't call me talking about nobody else. The only person I want to hear about is what you're doing. I don't care what they're doing. What are you doing? My friend is doing this, and my friend, I said, well, what you doing, Mom? And he would get mad and hang up. This when he was about 15 or 16. I said, you so focused on that, like you can't even live out your own dreams because you worried about what somebody else is doing. And now that nigga is living his dreams, and he'll tell a person quick, I don't care what nobody else is doing. I'm focused on what I got to do. I don't care how good they doing, how bad they doing. None of that is putting no money in my pocket or getting me to where I gotta go. I don't got time to watch nobody else because I'm watching my life. People used to get on the internet talking crazy, different family members about me, and my kids would get on there and say, y'all be worried about a person that ain't worried about nothing but her kitchen aids and coloring books. And how well her garden is doing, and if she can learn how to build a bed or something. Why? She ain't worried about whatever y'all is talking about from 20 years ago. She don't even talk to nobody. Long as she got her coffee, her meds, her books, and some tools, and her kitchen stuff, she ain't worried about nobody. And that's the truth. Kitchen aid and coloring books. I'm trying to tell, listen. That's all I'm worried about. My books and my kitchen stuff and my tools. Other than that, what is it teaching me? My baby said it yesterday. She said, Mom, I don't like to waste time. And I'm not about to just be talking to nobody and just, I'm not going to waste no time with nobody. That's friends that ain't trying to do nothing. All they talking about is what happened at the club and who man sleeping with who. She was like, I could be doing something like teaching myself how to make a vase or something. Learning how to make my own tea, she said. We all get the same amount of minutes. What is it, 1,440 minutes in a day? It's 1,440 minutes in a day, right? Ain't that, we was close to something like that, 1,440 minutes. You sleep about 300 of them, 300, 400 hours, depending on you. So then you really only down to about 1,900 minutes. What you doing with them? I don't want to waste not even 30 minutes. What can you learn? And if you do 30 minutes of a new language, we talked about this, every day in 6 months, you'll almost be fluent in another language if you do 30 minutes a day of really taking the time to learn the basic, you know, dialect of a language. You could be speaking another language in less than a year. 30 minutes a day. Instead of listening to 30 minutes of drama. I realized that I've wasted so much time before coming here. Girl, sis, at 34, I was over wasting time. Really before that, but I'm going to be honest, at 34 is really when I was like, I'm busy running, I ain't going to say running in behind people, but I also noticed that whenever I got ready to start a project, and I told my son and my daughters this, whenever I got ready to say I was getting ready to do something like start, well, I don't care what it is, teach myself how to do a new hairstyle, whatever it is, people would automatically need me to help them do something. And it took me a couple years to realize, you don't need me to help you. You don't want me to accomplish this goal. And that's the sucky thing, because I'm genuinely looking out for you, and whole time you trying to peep and see where my cracks is. They running interference. That could be relationships and everything. And now that's why I be like, you don't need to be doing that. You need to be helping me. You don't need to be doing this. You need to be helping me do this. What? I tell you, people said, you don't need to start your own business. You just need to come work for me. So they wouldn't give me the information. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard that more times than I can count. So when I'm coming to you and asking you, you said, CERCA, you on it today. This resonated. Listen. If y'all listen, I don't know if it's because God allowed me to get out into the world early, so I saw a lot of things very early as a child, but I understood differently. You hear me? So then when I got into corporate America in different places, I started seeing like, wait. I just told my daughter a situation about the young lady I was working with, and I told y'all this story, where when I was working at this place, she would turn her phones off and be in the bathroom for 30 minutes. So when the boss came out, it made it look like, and because they would go to lunch together and everything, but it made it look like I wasn't doing my job. Right? It'll make it look like I didn't know how to run the phones, which I ran the phones better than she did. But whatever, and I hate to say it, it was a whole white and black situation. And so I went to the boss and I said, well, I want to get my productivity up or whatever else it is. So can we start signing off so I can see where my production is at, and making sure I'm progressing right, doing whatever, because we was dealing with bankruptcies and things like that. You said, Jesus, yep, right where I was at in the past 2 years, stopped this month. I sidestepped to people to get my own business. They want to keep you out the club. I'm trying to tell you. So look, I went to the boss and I was like, and mind y'all, I'm 20 at this time. I go to the boss and I'm like, can we get like a login sheet, type thing, like login if we're doing letters and da 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 da, so that way we know who's doing what, just so I can see, where I'm falling short at. She was like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Within a week, that girl was ready to quit. because they was pulling her tail in the office. Because they saw that she wasn't taking no calls. She wasn't doing no copy. And she used to be running around doing this, doing that. She wasn't doing nothing. And so then she just quit. She started complaining about how horrible the job was and this and that and all. You just thought you was going to one-up me, sad to say. I already peeped you like the first week I was here. And I just been letting stuff slide because I need this job. But I see you big time, babe. And it worked out in my favor because you got fired and I got a raise. And what it was taking 2 people to do, it was only one doing it. Interesting. And doing it well, too. You hear me? You ain't about to keep playing. I'm here with it. You hear me? And I'm not even trying to, and I can't say, oh, I've been, no. God is the one that taught me. You pay attention. Because sometimes getting an attitude or going right to, you got to know how the strategy is a mug, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, strategy, and it worked for everything, not just one. It worked. It worked with people. It worked with situations, and that ain't scheming. I see you. And then on top of that, God is whispering in my ear about you. So just because I don't tell you I know to trick you up to, don't mean I don't know. That's another thing I had to learn. Just because God tell me don't mean I got to tell you. He want me to watch. He want me to see. He want me to sit back and wait so that I can see that what he told me 6 months ago is going to happen today. It's going to happen now. Sometimes he tell you the enemy is coming and he just wants you to learn how they move. So the next time the enemy use the same trick, you already know what it is. And this is why I used to tell people, I seen you before. And they had no idea. You ain't never seen me before. Oh, I seen you before. I seen you before. Because the devil don't use new tricks. He just use new bodies. If the cup is open, he gonna fill it up. And if you're in close enough proximity to me, he need that spirit to try to get back in my life. So he'll use whoever he wants to. If you're willing to be used. And he can't come looking like he always did. So we got a different costume on. But it's going to be the same thing. Because he don't know you. Why would he change something that worked? He ain't. And this is why I journal. Something don't feel right, I journal it. I'm going to write it down. I don't care if it's just a thought. I'm going to write it down. Because later on, I know if that was God putting me on to what's going on. And most times that's what it be. For real. In real life. Y'all remember the story of Demas and the Hermogenes? When's the last time y'all read that? And we keep going back to that because it means a lot. Or even the story of Herod and his niece and Philip, the brother, and all of that kind of stuff. A person's character is big. And we all, ain't nobody perfect or whatever. But God, hey, pumpkin, God will show you. We just read that thing the other day where it in the story about Nimrod, them, where they call him Odin. You remember? And it said one thing magicians ain't been able to do is change their eyes. That's one thing they ain't mastered. And I wonder if the guys say, hey, the windows to the soul, that's like people be saying they be seeing these dogs and the dog got human eyes. And now we know that humans can change themselves into animals. Well, we've been knowing, but we really, really realize it now that this is a thing. Fish with human eyes and all this kind of stuff. And they like, nah, them eyes, it's something about the eyes. Them eyes is, they human eyes. Interesting. Could it be because it's a human in there? Seeing as how we know stars and stuff be turning themselves into animals and stuff. You know what'd be even crazier? You know how famous people love their dogs? And then certain people just go away for like 5 years and then they just pop back up. What if it's like the Ursulas of this out of the water? What if when some of those stars go away and we can't find them, they have done some type of ritual and got stuck? They showed you on Disney with Brother Bear. And then they come back and they were like, oh, I was just, getting myself together, but they don't never tell us what they was doing in that 5 years that they was gone. Like they be hanging out with this star. Think about it. You said one LGD has human eyes. She's just different, sweet, but different. Alchemy of souls. Right. Right. And they won't talk about what happened when they was gone. How many times have we seen on Disney and all the kids shows that the person gets trapped in an animal body and they trying to get out? Livestock and guardian dogs. Okay. And he came and set the captives free. Didn't the demons jump into whatever they wanted to? They'll jump into an animal. They'll jump into a person. They'll jump into whatever they wanted to. They'll materialize in a closet. They did whatever they wanted to. And if you know that these people are high-ranking witches and warlocks, then that means that they're doing all of that. How many stars and people that were in Hollywood just came up missing? What if they're not missing at all? What if they're not dead? What if they got changed into one of them things and they've been walking around like somebody's dog? Kind of reminds me of the singer Sade. They've been saying for years that she's a mermaid because she disappears for so long. I never even heard that. Are you serious? Are you serious? And it makes sense because her music put you under a spell for real damn near. You said the rich lady that left all her money and estate to her cat. Right. Yeah, she even did a video showing herself as one. What? They've been saying that's what happened to Tupac. He wasn't able to get back into his real body. I think that nigga's down in Atlanta. I think he's old boy. I think he's that nigga down there in Atlanta that's married to the lady that looked like the girl that's supposed to be dead. They didn't got old. Their faces didn't feel down. I think that's him. That's him. And it was like his voice is different. Have you never seen Face Off? They can give him a whole different voice and everything. He even said the day that his life was going to end. And he is. You said yes, her song No Ordinary Love. She was a mermaid and she has a song called Mermaid. Uh-oh. It ain't nothing to change your voice. Or speak. That's why they have speech therapists and stuff like that and speech coaches that can teach you how to speak like somebody in the UK and all of that kind of stuff. So it ain't nothing to give him a southern drawl. And they can pinch things in your vocal cords and do all kind of stuff to that. Stretch it out to make your voice higher and all this old stuff. They know what to do. That nigga been alive. I'm feeling good. And they have surgeries for vocal cords. Right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Listen. Plenty of people have. Y'all see that man? That white man faked his own death and was over there living in another country with his girlfriend. If he could do it, I'm sure Tupac could. That nigga done drove his. That's some crazy stuff that you just didn't want to. Why you just didn't divorce her? See, I don't got time for that. Nigga, if you don't want me, just go away. You ain't got to do that. Just tell me so I ain't got to be crazy. He was in a different country. He got on the bus, took the bus from like Detroit to Canada or somewhere, crossed over into Canada, and then flew wherever he was going. And he said, I'm alive, y'all. And they said, well, come on back. He said, no, y'all ain't about to put me in jail and make me pay for all the police searches and stuff. I'm going to just stay over here. Crazy. Yeah, he did. They trying to get him back now. And they say, well, we don't know if he's going to be liable. Y'all know y'all about to get that dude. Took out a life insurance and transferred it overseas. No, he didn't. He was watching Lifetime movies. Girl, yes. I said, look at this. He said, I'm just going and I'm just going and move around. Don't worry about it. That's crazy. Why won't you just get a divorce and say, I don't want this no more? People be so pressed about it. Look, you will live after that. Now you got all this stuff on you. Ooh, but think about this. You literally do. Yeah, I scratched my mouth trying to pop a pimple, and I'm not happy about it. Yep, I had a little girlfriend over there too. Listen, and had a little, right. But this the thing. Do you realize that when you go around trying to do stuff the right way, you make it harder for yourself? Normally it costs more money, and you still don't even normally end up getting what it is that you was trying to get. You heard me. So what did you benefit? Just do it the hard way. Now, I'm not saying the hard way, but whatever the right way is, just do it that way. Just do it that way. That's why I say, I don't know. Like, I learned a lot in this life of mine, and I learned that, nobody is perfect or whatever, but character is something you definitely have to watch. And a lot of people don't like it when you can see character. They don't. They really don't, because they're so used to finagling people and pulling a blind over people's eyes, or living the life that they have fabricated for themselves instead of just being who they are. Listen, I lived a lot of lives, and I realized if you don't like me, then you just go away, because you can't make me be who you want me to be. You can't make me change into who you want me. Now, I'm not saying I won't change, especially for somebody I care about, but I ain't about to be changing and you ain't doing nothing. You want me to change to be your slave or your kick dog or your whatever else it is. No, I can't. I'm not doing that. I won't be doing any of that. And especially after man, I've been having some conversation with some folks, and I'm just like, dang, man. Here I was thinking I had the short end of the stick and didn't even know God played me the whole time. He kept telling me, just wait, just wait, just wait. You gonna see, you gonna see, you gonna see, you gonna see. Do y'all realize that I used to cry and beg God, why you let my life be so hard? Why I gotta go through this stuff? Why I gotta, do y'all know? That I didn't even realize that God was giving me a real relationship with Him because of the things that I had to go through with my finances and, you know, not being able to do certain things at certain times. I realized that the people in my immediate family or my life that kept thinking those things were nothing, and that ain't nothing, and this ain't nothing, and that ain't nothing, like literally, they are grasping for those things now. I thought I was being punished, but I know better now. Girl, listen. If okay. In 2012 and 2010, 2012, because I always made a lot of things from scratch, but in 2012 my finances was real crazy, and I had applied for EBT and they wouldn't give it to me, and I didn't understand because I wasn't working, and it was just the whole. Remember I told you I had to wait. They kept denying me, and there was no reason for them to. And no, they wasn't even denying me. They kept saying they weren't getting my applications. Is what they were saying. Yes, felt the same way when I was homeless twice, but now I see better. Listen, this part, okay? Well, do y'all know that a lot of my baking from scratch and finding out what was in it, and having to make stuff on a budget from Dollar Tree in different places like that when I couldn't go to wherever I needed to go got me where we are right now with dehydrating and learning to process my own food, which I felt like, God, why you making me do all this? But in 2024, I'm happy I know. In 2011 and 2012, 2013, when I was struggling, like, why is you making me, thank you, Pumpkin, why is you making me learn how to do this? Like, people's like, yeah, you doing too much. I mean, literally, even my own mom was like, girl, I'm not about to do all that. But look at what's going on with all the processed food now, y'all. You absolutely almost have to be able to process your own food right now. Yes or no? You can't even really trust nothing that's already cooked or already made or already prepared. You damn near have to do it yourself. Think about the people that don't even know how to cook. So I was mad about something over a decade ago that I'm so grateful that God made me learn right now. I mean, He made me learn it then, but He was preparing me for right now. So the struggle that I had to go through, guess what? I would have never learned if I had the money. Now, granted, my grandma done made stuff from scratch. So I did know, you know what I'm saying? Like, my grandma done made everything from scratch. Everything, 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 everything. They had their own trees, their own gardens. They made everything from scratch. And so I watched, like, the waffles and pancakes and cakes and stuff like that. I watched it, but watching it and doing it with them, and still, I mean, I knew how to do it, but it wasn't on this level where it was a must that I had to learn that you can use mayonnaise to make cornbread if you ain't got no eggs and no milk. Because I didn't have no eggs and I didn't have no milk. And God said, put some mayonnaise in it. And I said, now, why would I do that? He said, add some water to it. Why would I do that? Because mayonnaise ain't nothing but eggs and milk and oil, which is the three things that you need for cornbread. Egg, oil, and milk. So you can put mayonnaise and mix it with some water and put it in there, and it's gonna do the same thing. I found that out in 2011 or 12, maybe 13. You said I love it here. I'm trying to tell you, but I would have never known. You see what I'm saying? You don't need the milk if you got the eggs and the oil, and add some water, and it's gonna do the same thing. And I'm making cornbread as we speak. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, applesauce too, right? Right. All of it. But I wouldn't have known because I would have just went to the store and bought what I needed. But now, and then to know that a lot of you maybe never prepared your food before or never grew a garden before. Because I told you I was scared of bugs. When God told me to garden, I was like, oh, girl. And put some butter. It make it real fluffy and like, for real. You can use soda as well. Yep. I was this many years old when I found out about this. I'm trying to tell you. So there's all these little bitty things that I know that had I not gone through the struggle or the trial or whatever it is, they end up becoming valuable information that not only helped me, it helped other people too. Not just y'all, but even before I met y'all, people was like, you can do what? Do it. Try it. It's going to work. They like, hell no. I said, see? Yeah, and I would never knew that if I wasn't struggling at the time. So this is why you don't want to, CERCA, I said pop, not soda. You one of them is. We used to say pop when I was growing up, but it's soda now. Yeah, but soda pop. That's so funny because when I moved to the West Coast, I used to be like, oh, I want to get me a pop. They're like, a pop? Where are you from? And so over time, I started saying soda. Then I moved back to the Midwest, and they like, you want a pop? I'm like, do you guys have soda? And they're like, we got pop. So I go both ways. It don't matter. I can say pop when I'm around my family. I can say soda. It's both. It's a pop or a soda. It's a soda pop. Because if you go to my family, they're going to be like, hey, where the pops at? You go to my friends, they're going to be like, oh my God, do you guys have like 7-Up soda? Or like, it's soda pop. So it's both. I can say soda or pop. Or soda or pop. Or soda or pop. Or soda pop. Yeah. Yeah. That is soda water in the deep south, right? See here you said, and here is soda water. See? Soda water, soda pop, pop, and soda. It's pop, y'all. Hush. See? It just depends on where you at. Yeah. Yeah. I done heard soda water too. That's funny. That's fun. And we all talking about the same thing. Remember that when folks get to asking you what is Jesus' real name and what is God's real name. Remember that. Use this as an example. Use the soda pop as an example. Where are you from? I'm from such and such. Well, what do you call a sparkling beverage? Oh, we call it soda. Oh, okay. Well, what you call it? We call it pop. Oh, okay. But is it the same thing? It's soda water. But it's the same thing as 7-Up. You said, stay out of my conversation from yesterday. Go sit down in a chair. We just had the Jesus name conversation. I'm going to stay in your business. No, I'm staying in your business. I'm staying in your business. Shoot, I forgot my mug. Sorry, y'all. Had to run to the restroom. I had to turn my heat down, but turn my heater on in my room because I'm dehydrating those vegetables, and it had it way too warm in there. So let me ask y'all a question. Was anybody able to go get you a little bottle or something and make you some vanilla, even if it was only a little bit? Y'all didn't put y'all some up? I want to tell y'all about this drink I want to make since I'm going to be here by myself on the holiday. Hey, I seen somebody make it before. And so, well, I'll tell y'all about it later. But, well, yeah. Your vanilla will be here today. Your vanilla? You bought some? I made vanilla 3 years, 3 ways. 2 with glycerin, 2 with bourbon, and 2 with vodka. That's the next thing. That, no. Well, you can make a what's the name one? The vanilla beans. Got it. I want to try to do it with the cognac too. I mean, not cognac. What is it? What's the other one that you just said? You said bourbon. Yeah, bourbon. That's the one. I want to try to make some with bourbon too. That's I want to try. Yeah, I want to try. So I wonder what the difference is in the taste. Is that like the darker vanilla that we see? Because it's made with the bourbon, it's just already colored. Is that it, Sarah? Tell me. You know, you are vanilla expert. I have to order vanilla bean on Amazon because at the store it's 2 for $30. 2 vanilla bean, girl. That's cause it's coming from the. You get the long ones. You going to the Spanish store and getting them where they already hung up. I don't know the difference. That's why I did it 3 ways. Although I buy vanilla made with bourbon at Trader Joe's. Okay. They said make it with glycerin too. See, I didn't even know about the glycerin way. My vodka one turned brown. Bourbon makes it sweeter. Okay, bet. Okay. Because I wanted to know. I'm sure gonna give me some too. I'm gonna just give me a little. Okay. I ain't never bought bourbon. So the drink that I was gonna tell you about, I also did lemon peels inside of vodka and glycerin. What's that for? So you holding out? Lemon extra. Girl, let me. And so you put the almonds in there too to make the almond extract, but you make that with glycerin, right? Quit playing with me, Queen. Quit playing with me. So you get the glycerin for the almond extract, right? Right. Everybody said you holding out. No, they didn't say that. They said we be getting the good info here. I use glycerin because I'm not too fond of giving my kids stuff made with alcohol. So you just put the lemon peels in the alcohol? Girl. Let me give me some lemons. Do you wash them? What you do, Queen? Girl, I'm so done with y'all. I be sharing all of the information I have with y'all, and y'all hold out until I say something. Yes, I washed them with baking soda to get the wax off first. If you're after classic pure vanilla extract, stick with vodka for a richer, warmer flavor. Opt for bourbon or rum for a more luxurious, fruity note. Try brandy. Look at Monica! So I can make it with brandy. I can make it with cognac for a sweeter. Don't worry. I ain't bought no liquor, but I'm about to start. You can make orange too. Let me make a list. me make me a list. I need some oranges. I need some oranges. I need some food stamps. I need some oranges, some lemons, some almonds, some cognac, some bourbon, and something else y'all said. Whiskey. You said rum. I need some rum. Okay. You can do cinnamon sticks. What's the cinnamon sticks for? One of my cousins on Facebook was just trying to get rid of some too. Oh, glycerin. You gonna do the bourbon with the glycerins. These are baking elements, but also cinnamon helps circulation. I know, but what is I putting the cinnamon in? I got cinnamon sticks. I keep them. What is I putting the cinnamon? What is I putting? Glycerin. Girl, in any alcohol you want or glycerin. But what's the glycerin for? I don't want no cinnamon alcohol. Would it make a cinnamon extract is what you telling me? It makes cinnamon extract, so I don't got to use real cinnamon. That's what you're saying? The glycerin is an alternative to the alcohol, and it's also a preservative. You don't have to use it. It's just for my kids. Well, I'm making some for my children, so that's what I'm saying. Glycerin instead of alcohol for kids. Got it. Got it. And it's for preservation. Got it. I just need to make my notes here. Okay. Make sure the glycerin. That's what I was about to say, because this ain't the glycerin we put in our hair. Food grade. I figured that. Because I was about to say, hold on. That's why I was looking like glycerin. They'll be fine. Hilarious. Well, the alcohol bake out, don't it? The alcohol bakes out of it. I was not going to leave my house today, but I'm leaving. Because I need to go get me some oranges, some lemons, some almonds, some cognac, some bourbon, and some rum. Well, maybe not all of the bourbon, cognac, and rum, because I don't got money for that. But I could do either a bourbon or rum. Just give me a little something, because I got some little bottles. But I just wanted to mix mine to see how it's going to be. It does bake out. It just have to have a different flavor on the back end. Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. Look at us. You know what? Every class we gonna do this. I'm thinking you just gotta soak the almonds in there. So look, when you grind them or slice them, gotta be. You gotta be. I mean, if you can put a cinnamon stick in there and it's gonna extract it, then the almond flavor gotta come out from that. We learn something every day, and we always gonna talk about some food. I'll do some research on the almonds, but it should be the same way, right? Listen, this the thing here. Now y'all see why I said I didn't want this to be like regular church. You could not go in church talking about no bourbon and no alcohol, but we need it for when it ain't nothing in the stove. Now, don't be taking no sips of these spiritual. You use it to preserve your food. You can use the right things in the wrong way. Now, Renee, I said an 8-ounce glass. Okay. There's a lady on YouTube that did coffee beans too for coffee extract. Girl, I got some coffee beans. I already got coffee beans. Coffee extract. Baby, listen here. Rika, I see that video. I'm gonna do that for bacon chocolate pastry. We all in here. We is all in here. Do you hear me? This is the school of life, for real. It's not too many things that we don't learn here when we share together. Do you see? Look at how many people just learn. Everybody about to be in the kitchen whipping. You see? Instead of trying to be the only one with it, when you share, you just get more and more and more and more information. Y'all finna have me busy after this holiday. Am I dehydrated to come today? I love it here. Girl, come on. And let me tell y'all this. I promise y'all, when I was doing all this before, I probably still got the text messages when people was telling me I was doing too much. I said, okay, well, maybe you're just not doing enough. You said oven cleaning cleans your carpet. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oven cleaner cleans your carpets too. Thank you for, because it get the grease and stuff out. That's smart. Probably have to open all the windows and whatnot, but that's smart. Degreaser. And that's a good idea. In real life. Do you see? So if y'all got some people coming and you got that nasty spot right from where you walk in the door, Natasha said get you some oven cleaner and to get that oil out so and then go on and soak it for the people come tomorrow. So that you ain't got to lay no rug over it. Go on and get you some oven cleaner. Rika, send me the video also. Oh, okay. I'll be in y'all business. I have to remember over here I got to read first because I'll be in y'all conversations sounding crazy on this side. Got me wanting to go to Dollar Tree and get them bottles. Listen. I didn't, yeah. I need to leave the house today, and I know it's so many people outside. What time is it? It's 12. So 8 years ago, no, it's more than that now. 10 years ago, you said I'm screenshotting the whole conversation, that part. The stores are super packed too. That's why I said I don't want to do it. Yeah, we is. We is, Queen. It's the school of life over here for real. It's not too many areas of our lives that we don't touch. We touch the ugly, we touch the good, and you're always learning something new every day. You cannot tell me that your life is not more fulfilled, does not feel more fulfilled now, that you don't feel more of your purpose now. You want to tell me that you don't feel like you matter in life now? To those of you that felt like maybe you didn't matter or maybe you didn't have nothing to offer, I bet you don't feel like that now. Matter of fact, you get sick of people calling your phone trying to figure out how much you know. Have people started testing you yet to see if you know? Like they might see something somewhere else and they'll call you and try to act like it's a conversation, but really they testing to see how much you know. Excuse me. Or see if you already know. They ain't gonna tell you they didn't start sneaking and reading the book of Enoch or watching other videos. They just gonna try to come and test you to see if you know it already. Oh, buddy, I'm excited to do the coffee bean extract. That sounds so good. Right. That's why I said I got plenty of coffee beans too. Plenty. Y'all done sent me some coffee beans. I got coffee beans everywhere. You said, yes, you know them so well. Yep, asking me if it's true. Okay. Did we talk about that? And guess what? Now it ain't even just scripture either. Throw in some chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, that part. Circa, I made some blessed oil with frankincense oil and myrrh the other night. Come on, making my own blessed oil. And did. That stuff expensive too. You doing your thing over there. Done made my own blessed oil. This is what I'm saying, y'all. And now y'all see why it was easy for me to sit and be by myself for 10 years. I ain't gonna say easy. It was hard in the beginning. But you get accustomed to spending your time doing things that you actually benefit from, not just financially. And your life seems to make more sense, and the sun is brighter, and you don't feel that heaviness all the time because you're constantly learning something new to do, and you just add into yourself. And then there always comes a person that needs the information that you have, so then you feel even more empowered, because now you've actually been able to take something that you might have even struggled to learn or whatever, or you had to try it a couple times, but now you can help somebody. And it's this constant cycle of give and take when it comes to information, and you pushing yourself, not stressing yourself out, but saying, I'm gonna learn something new every day. I don't care if it's a new word, a new phrase, a new star. I'm gonna learn something. Well, you know what that does? You don't have time to think about what isn't or what used to be. Crazy, right? It was God's timing for preparation for his chosen ones. That part. You realize that? If you're happy about what you're learning today, you can't worry about what you didn't do yesterday. You're just excited about getting this. And this is why God said, just focus on today. Don't worry about what you're going to do tomorrow, because you don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. But if you enjoy every moment of your 1440 of today, I'll make sure you enjoy tomorrow too. But what are you doing with the moments that I'm giving you today? What did you learn? What did you teach? When people used to call me, and I still do this, if a person gets to complaining a lot on the phone, I say, what you learned today? What? What you learned today? You learn anything new? Now, the first few times you say this, they going to get an attitude and probably hang up on your face. That's a recipe to get hung up on. Ah! Okay, sister. I said it, and she was already typing and probably just said it, and I said it right. The first couple times, they're going to hang up on you. They going to hang up, or they going to hurry up and get off the phone. But you know what happens after that? They start calling you, telling you new things they learned. Because as soon as you call me, I'm about to tell you what I'm working on today. So then you don't want to call me and you're not learning nothing new, because it starts to make you feel away. And that's, you always doing something. I'm always learning something new too every day. I'm just putting it in my arsenal. So then they start calling you with the new words, the new phrases, something they learned, something they read, and you change the whole, I can't think of the word right now. You change the whole scenario of y'all. Of course, that ain't the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. It changes. Everything changes. The dialect of your conversations, or however you want to call it, like whatever it is, the word, I can't think of it. You change it all. Yeah, they won't call you with drama and stuff no more. They'll call you and tell you something new, that they dynamic. That's the word. Thank you. Yes, the trajectory and the dynamic. Thank you. See, I don't know. I can't always call it. That you change the dynamic of your conversation. So what happens is they don't call you with BS no more. And so then they start talking to people, and then they start changing the dynamics of their conversations, and it just spreads and spreads and spreads and spreads and spreads. So now you just got a whole big old group of people. I learned what the QR stands for in QR code, quick response, and it was designed by a man in 1994 based on their board game called Go. Did y'all hear that? Sarah told, I didn't even know that. Listen, I learned what the QR stands for in QR code. It stands for quick response, and it was designed by a man in Japan in 1994 based on their board game called Go. And now Pokemon Go, y'all see what Pokemon Go just did to y'all? Who was playing Pokemon Go? Y'all was? Y'all see what they did with it? That's crazy you say that. Y'all see what I wouldn't be surprised if his thing had something to do with it. Cause it was making geotags. Y'all seen what they doing with the Pokemon Go game? Did y'all see what they did with all the information? They built a AI map of every city and every country that was using it. So now they know where every nook and cranny and where people go when they go into the gym and when you go to the McDonald's and all of this kind of stuff. They was using all of the geotags from the places you went and all of that to map out buildings and stuff. I think it's a lawsuit or something against them right now. And if it's not, they're talking about what they was really using the information for. The Google the game, it looks like the QR code, and the goal of the game is to dominate the opponent's territory. Sarah, I'm about to pinch you under your fat meat. You know, where is my stuff? Cause what the heck? Where's my freaking book? What in the world? Y'all know the book I'm looking for. Where is it? Oh my God. Did y'all hear that? Oh, where's my book? It's here right in my face. I know it. Where are you? OMG. Oh, girl. See, now you didn't just tell me something today that makes so much freaking sense. Where is my book? It might be in my room. Sarah. It's got to be in my room because I do not see it anywhere. Oh my God. That makes so much sense though. I'm going to tell you why that makes so much sense. No, not that one. The other one, the older one, the one from the 70s. Where it's talking about the freaking world leader. I'm going to tell you why that makes sense. So when I was with my ex-husband in 2020, at the end of our marriage, I kept telling him, I said, you drive trucks. Everywhere you go, is they putting up all these poles? No, it's not that one, y'all. I'm looking for the other one. It's the one from the 70s. It might be in my room, though, because I don't see it. And then it's little. Oh, there it is right there. The world dictator. The coming world dictator. This, Sarah. And you see, right? Right? But think about this. A dictator. Okay, thank you. That's what a dictator do. You said, Google the game. It looks like a QR code, and the goal of the game is to dominate the opponent's territory. What's a dictator do? Now, during 2020, y'all saw all them polls and stuff going up for 5G, and I told you, I said they used to be only able to get you within a 10-mile radius, square radius, right? But now it's real time. And them things is set up like every 30 seconds or every 15 seconds, and then they have the receiver at the light or wherever else it is, but they even out in the country. And remember I told y'all the guy that used to be in our class sometimes, he showed, like I showed y'all the picture of him, and he showed us the one that's the tree. He said a lot of the trees ain't even trees. I'll be up in the trees, they the towers. they can get us in real time. And that's what all these apps is asking, to track our location so they know where the stores is close to you and all of this. And they always make it a game first, don't they? They always make it a game first. That's so freaking. Sarah. That's the game. This is the game, right? Is this it? But do you see what it says? It says 548 BCE is the earliest time they seen it played. You saw that? You said, hold up, I play that game. Interesting. Did you see that? I just want to see who showed up. $25. $19. $3.97. So right past the page. That's crazy. So it's in this time, in between. That's 19. Hold on, y'all. Yep. So that game was around the time of Nebuchadnezzar and Zerubbabel. Xerxes, the Persian Empire. Athens. Socrates. Sarah, I love you. You want to know why that's crazy? Because it was at a time when people was definitely, everything was about how many army people. Girl, you might have put us on to something with that. Look at what was going on at that time. It was was the people that was the conquerors trying to conquer the whole world. This is the Babylonian Empire right here with all their soldiers. And the whole thing is to go and conquer the other part. You mean like what's happening to us right now? She definitely did put us on. Because we knew the QR code has something to do with the mark. And when you are under siege and under control of a dictator or whatever, they need to be able to mark you or know where you are. And OMG, girl, Sarah. You did something with that. You did something there. Seeing as how we're living in that exact same time right now. And there is a game called Pokemon Go. Right? Pocket Monsters Go. Monsters is on the move. And then to come to find out there's a game called Go that is about tracking your opponent and conquering their space. There was a man back in the day, and he used to hold his hand like this. Some people did, like, you know, like that. And he was playing Go too. Do you know? You know him? Y'all don't gotta say his name, but you know him. You know him. And him had a whole bunch of homeboys. And they was playing a game called Go too. And would have did it if God didn't step in the way. You did something right there. For real. Thank you, Dad, for using our sister's tip. I'm trying to tell you. You see, I play that game with my Chinese man friends. Interesting. Ha! The irony of it all. Who came and got us in that movie we just watched? With that fine white man on it. That's funny. I'm not saying you a black woman. I'm saying you play with your Chinese friends and they be wanting to come over here and dominate our country and stuff. And this is the game you play with them. And you from over here and they from over there. I'm not saying nothing bad about it. I'm just saying the irony of that all. It is very interesting and very relevant. I like it here. A lot. Do you hear me? I like it here a lot. I really do. I really, really do. I really do. You know what I was thinking about too? What if y'all remember when we went and we looked up the different pygmies from around the world? Y'all remember when we was looking up the different and we found out that the leprechauns were actually the pygmies in the Scottish Isles and all over in Ireland and all of that. And then we went and looked up them was the ones that told us about the dinosaurs. Y'all remember we was doing that research about the different like pygmies, where they are on all the coastal places where they can't even go. Y'all remember we were talking about them? I was thinking about this last night when I was coloring this. This is why I colored him the way that I did. What if they are just all the pygmies that went out? These guys. Because they're always in the most remotest areas. They always be like, they hide in the wild and they can be in caves and stuff. What if it was the pygmies? These people. Because they be strong. But they little people, but they be strong. Wrestling hold animals and stuff down. What if they were the pygmies? And they be in caves. They do. So what if they're not uh dwarves? What if they're pygmies? Right. Right. But they changed the name of them for us, so we don't really know who they are. I mean, because there are dwarf people or people with dwarfism or little people, but think about the pygmies though. They knew where the gold was. This is why the people that came, the Spaniards or whoever, when they went to Ireland and Scotland and they saw them there, they had large quantities of gold and rocks and stuff like that, right? This is still a thing. They be knowing how to go down to the bottom of the ocean and find the gold and everything that have been, you know what I mean? But that's why they say, follow a leprechaun, find they gold. Well, we know now that whole story was about the pygmies. Well, ain't that what they was able to do? The dwarves, they was able to be down in there getting the gold and the silver and all of that stuff out of the places. Well, if everybody migrated from Africa, then wouldn't they just be the pygmies that's on the remote islands and in the coldest places now? Because the pygmies do the same thing that they said the dwarves did back in the day. And they had the old language and the old ways, and they had all of this stuff. But the pygmies that still living is still doing that right now. Right, and the fallen had giants and little ones. Exactly. And they be knowing where the stars is. They know all the same stuff that the people like in Sudan and over there that's talking about Nibiru and Sirius B. They know all the same stuff. They know all the same herbal remedies. They know the ancient, like, they got stories in their caves where they done wrote down, and it's the big people and the little people with the dinosaurs because they be fine. That's why they be knowing where rare treasures is and all of this. The Chocolate Factory book said Wonka captured the pygmies from Africa. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm saying. But we know that Ireland was Ireland, and was the land of the giants, and that fallen angels made super big people and super little people. And they all had the same knowledge. So I be like I said, y'all know when stuff like this, they be telling us the truth without telling us the truth. But if you know where to look, you know what you're looking at, right? Just like I said, something so simple. I have this book all this time. And this. Now they'll put this in here like this ain't a real thing. But we know this is a real thing. Right? This is a real thing. And they're all over the place. Do we see these in every city? Where is this normally at in every city? Where do we see this at in every city? The obelisk in the center, their capital. Either the Capitol building or in the middle of downtown. Now, it'll have a different statue, but the streets going in and out of the area of the complete middle of the city, it's always going to be this. It might be Town Square. Jefferson Square, Washington Square, whatever square is called. But yeah, interesting. If Lucifer steals everything, what is this a representation of? Monument Circle, yep. What is this a representation of? It's a song we used to sing as kids. Y'all remember? It was a church song. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. So if we know that God can hold earth in his hands, and we always see these magical men in the movies that have all of this old wisdom. Now also, who did we see that described themselves like this? We just read this the other day, and we know he got a couple of names. Odin did. And Odin is who? Nimrod. So when they use a crystal ball to see whatever's going on around the world, are they not copying what God is able to do? It says he sits on his throne and he looks down at the world, and they always had a globe around them where they could see what was going on all around the world. And they would be sitting on the throne, and a magic person would come and show them whatever it is. Is this not? So when the fallen angels came here, they really did try to create heaven on earth. They really tried to mimic what it is that they saw in heaven, because they didn't get to see it anymore. And since heaven is so illustrious and so beautiful, with the rarest and purest of things in everywhere, they tried to come down here and make that with their castles. They tried to recreate the beautiful cities of gold paved with pure gold. This is why they were obsessed with gold and with rubies and jewels. Because remember, we read about what the stones are to the buildings there. They're huge emeralds and huge rubies and huge. So then they tried to come down here and make that their own self. The grandeur of the buildings that are in heaven, and the temples and things, and the streets, and the tongues of fire that are all crystal and diamond and this and that and different rare jewels we probably ain't even heard of. That's why I said people like, oh, this name means that. Well, Lucifer is a thief, the Wizard of Oz, and the Yellow Brick Road. Yep. And the ruby red slippers. Yep. And the Tin Man. It's all these metals. Well, we know witchcraft got a lot to do with that, don't we? Heart transplants and flying monkeys that they said wasn't real. Wow. We all done watched The Wizard of Oz. I was watching Wicked yesterday, and it was so much stuff in plain sight. Really? You watched it? Is it's still at the movies? The anime Bleach has a story plot just as similar. Soul King holding the world of living and dead together. Interesting. I believe it's still at the movies. I watched it on my Fire Stick. Oh, okay. Okay. Even the little people, right? Right. The way They make magic so alluring and to the audience it's disgusting. Would you have paid attention before, sis? How many church people you think took their kids to see it? How many of us watched The Wizard of Oz? Absolutely not. I would have thought it was so cool, interesting. That's what I want to hear. So, do you think that the world has been deceived? Because I remember in the early 80s and 90s hearing people say, ease on down the road, talking about the narrow road. You said very much deceived. I'm trying to tell you. But they don't want to learn about magic. And that's why I didn't know they be participating in it. Don't you see what I'm saying? They don't want to learn the symbols. They don't want to learn nothing. And this is why God said, my people are going to perish for the lack of knowledge. And Agatha on Disney is even worse. Really? Agatha? I don't even know what that is. It's a show? I saw Wicked 3 times when it was still a musical on stage, and it was absolutely breathtaking, spellbinding, if you will. Wow. It says they're under a spell to not want to know how. It says if they're under a spell to not want to know what? What say if they under a spell to make them not want to know? The movie? It's about witches. She was in the Marvel movie about the Scarlet Witch. With the doctor, what's his name? Right. Yeah, I know it's the Wiz, but it's still just the black version. It was still a witch. It was still flying and monkeys and demons and people that couldn't really be themselves because evil had took over them. With Wanda and Vision. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go look it up. And now you see why I used to chuckle at folks. They used to tell me God didn't have me studying the things that He did. I said, you don't even know what you're looking at. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Really? Well, let's go for a little dive down this internet here highway. The Wizard of Oz keeps sticking out to me because I was just at the National Weather Center. Interesting. Sarah, that part spellbound. And they had an Oz there. I believe it. And you close to Kansas too? Mm-hmm. Remember when The Wizard of Oz was recorded, a person on the stage, on live themselves, and if you look closely, you can see them hanging in the movie in the background of a particular scene. No. Which one? In Wizard of Oz? The old one? Who is it? I'm gonna go look it up. It was a little person. Yes, Queen, I remember they said that about the original Wizard of Oz. I'm gonna have to go watch it. The original one? You gotta zoom in. All of them die horrible deaths. It's a documentary? Where is it? Okay, I'll find it. Wizard of Oz documentary. This day. It's on YouTube. Okay. Thank you. I love y'all. I really do. I love y'all a lot. And I'm so grateful. I'm grateful. But do you understand why it's important to not be the only person to know? Because there is, do y'all see how many sets of eyes we got and ears we have and things that we can learn when you just don't make it about you being the only one? Do you see? Look how many different things we done learned in 147 minutes. You done learn how to make all the extracts you want. Some of y'all learned that y'all friends ain't y'all friends. Some of y'all learned y'all got some snakes behind y'all. Some of y'all learned that it's some crazy people about to try to walk up to your door. Like, we didn't have several things that we learned here. You said I just been listening and chopping onions for my dehydrator is. I need to go check on my potatoes because I went on and got them done last night and I got one more 5-pound bag. So I got about 5.5 pounds that I got to do and that's it. Matter of fact, I'm about to let y'all go because I want to go. So you said I need to watch Agatha, something about a Scarlet Witch, and the Wizard of Oz documentary on YouTube. That's it. And give me some almonds and stuff so I can get in this kitchen. That's what you said. Right. That's the 3. Agatha, Scarlet Witch, and the Wizard of Oz documentary. Yeah. Guess we know you have a lot, so we don't put everything on top of what God's putting on you. Agatha is trying to get her power back. Are you talking about the girl that was on the tree? Before you go, CERCA, I just... Oh, we having a girl. Y'all, Antoinette is having a girl. Yay. Oh, shoot. Princess dresses and click-clacks. Girl, you might as well go on and get ready. Altitude out the way. Wanda, Agatha, and Wizard of Oz. Wanda and Agatha. Like Wanda, the lady with the curly hair. Oh, it's gonna be a princess. Ooh, girl. And her mama a diva too? Sassy, honey. Oh, I'm excited. I got her name picked out. Chadera Rose. It means what God has written, no man can change. Come on now. Oh, that's pretty. Don't nobody steal her baby name either. WandaVision. Okay. Chadera Rose. Y'all hear that? It means what God has written, no man can change. I love it. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Names mean something. You did good, Pumpkin. Oh. She said, congratulations. I'm going to hook her up, bling baby. Ooh. Auntie already said she about to make your baby some little cute shoes. Don't even worry about it, girl. Oh! Oh! Mm-hmm. And see, this is the person I done met in person. So then it's a little different. And after that, you know. Look at God. This makes me happy. I feel like... I know, right, Miss Ida? I'm like, okay, I ain't about to do it in front of these people today because we done got to know each other so long and been around each other that, y'all, look. It make me happy. Our family has grown. We got babies and babies and babies, and we got cousins and aunties and grandmas and just everybody. Hi, Kayla. Listen. God is too big to miss. Come on now. God is good. I'm glad I can share this experience with y'all. God knew I needed it. Listen here, girl. That's why I said we get so much here. It ain't perfect. Ain't no place perfect, but I like what we have. I do sometimes. It'd be a lot for all of us. But I'm grateful. We have got to see people's lives change. And so many people have gotten married, got divorced, all kinds of things have happened here. Got started companies, went back to school. I don't think it's too much that I haven't happened over here. I'll be changing my last name on girl! Congratulations! You not that you wait a minute. You getting married on Friday? Y'all, we got a baby and a wedding all in the same week. Come on in, come on in. Look here. Tell Antoinette her name means highly praised. She said your name means highly praised. Congratulations! Yeah. And do. Congratulations, Pumpkin. Are you excited? You done held out the information. See how y'all be holding on to stuff? I done learned quick. See, you ain't been here. Queen done taught us how to make all the extract we need, and now I found out you getting married, and you is super excited. I was laugh out loud. I was planning. Oh, congratulations, Pumpkin. Oh man, you said, "Oh my God, this is so much good news. I'm overjoyed." You crying? Your emotions getting to you. Oh, is you crying? You crying bread and stuff now, probably, don't you? Look at that little shoe. That's a nice little shoe. Oh man. And you said, yes, I am. I already know. Kayla gonna be crying. Kayla gonna be crying too. You probably be crying tears of joy, tears of everything. I love it over here. Eric Queen said, congratulations. You said, I cried at the drop of a dime. Now, I already know. I ain't the only one emotional over here. Y'all not gonna make me act like we all is emotional. All of us. Everybody is emotional over here. Don't come for us. Listen. Yeah, she said, thank you, my YouTube fam. Congratulations, Pumpkin. Girl, we better get some pictures. We better get some pictures for the photo album. We better get some pictures. I want to see you. I'm so excited. That make me so happy. You said eyes be sweating all the time. And I'm so happy too. I know. Like, we get good news here. It's blessings out. They got her blessing yesterday. It is good. Listen, I ain't been so emotional since I came here. Listen, I already know. And y'all try to put it all on me. No, y'all crybabies too. Y'all is just as big a crybaby, the men and the women. Everybody, they be like, no, I ain't crying. I'm not crying. Yes, you is. We can see you. Everybody. They got a blessing yesterday. She would God wrote off a whole bunch of change for her. Did. Honey, taking down all kind of stuff. She told God it was something she wanted to do. God said, okay, that's all you have to say. That's it. And we don't even leave time for toxins to build up. The tears always form for one reason or another. Come on, Amber. Come on. My excitement is I finally get to see my grandson that was in the hospital. That news makes me cry. That part. Yeah, you get to see your grandbaby. And they've been in the hospital. Come on. Congratulations. Congratulations. Listen, this is the thing. It's not always going to be perfect, y'all, but we have seen so many amazing transitions over here. You hear me? Do you hear me? God has done so many amazing transitions over here in so many different ways. It's too many for us to even count the blessings, whether it be the babies, the marriages, the getting free, it's so much stuff. You said it's time to bump some music. God is good. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. And it's so many that you can't even count. You hear me? Some we don't even remember from way back in our what's the name days. What is it? Zoom classes. There's things y'all might have prayed for then, or y'all told God y'all wanted to, to learn or to grow in, and look at what we got now. It's a whole bunch of whoremongers that ain't whoremongers no more. It was cheaters that ain't cheaters. It was hosts that ain't hosts no more. It's all kinds of stuff. We got people that used to have sticky fingers. They don't steal no more. I mean, look. It's all kinds of stuff going on. Folks, I'm for real. See, people think that's little. But the fact that you can say you kept yourself, or you no more show. Come on. I was praying for something specific, and God sent the answer through one of our WOIU sisters. I'm trying to tell you. It's a real thing. And now you see why. Hear me now. This is why I didn't want this to be a churchy type atmosphere. You hear me? You said the rose grew from the concrete. Tupac poem. This reminds me of it. Come on. You hear me? Because I wanted people here to be able to grow in every area of their life and not only one part. Do you hear me? When you go to church, most times you're just thinking about religion. Right? The Bible and living a specific way. But there might be other issues that don't really have anything to do with that need to be addressed so that you can live that life. There's people that became abstinent and they had partners, but they was like, nah, I want to do this right. We ain't about to just keep doing whatever. We about to get this right. Because God is for real coming back, and I'm not busting hell wide open for nobody. Not for no, You hear me? Yes, I'm one of the ones delivered and being delivered by knowledge. Come on. You said yes, that's me. Come on. But for real though, all jokes aside, so many miracles and blessings that has happened here worldwide. Come on. You say it again. You said they didn't happen worldwide. Be careful if you pray enlarge my territory, because it'll happen. It'll happen, and then you'll be overwhelmed. You don't know what you're going to do with it all. You said, yep, I slipped up, but God knew that this is what I needed to take him seriously. I'm grateful. Was you here for the I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb? Is that what you're talking about? That was not, my baby is not a slipper. He already knew Miss Ross was going to be here. Anyway. What? He said he formed her there. He knew exactly the day she was going to be planted. What you mean? He already knew what day she was going to be here. He knew. He know what day she coming out. Even though the doctors say he already know what time, what day, what everything. Girl, listen. He already knew. That's why I'll be like, you know what? I'm grateful. You hear me? I'm grateful. We have all been able to grow in different ways, and we still growing. But God allowed us to grow together, which is pretty cool. Right? I told you, babies is a blessing. Even if they come from a situation that you would not have chose for yourself, they are a blessing. I'm telling you. They gonna change. Babies change you. That's right. But the babies is gonna change you. Children change you in a way that, baby, listen, they make you a better. Well, they can make you a worse person or a better person. It's all on what you allow them. And as long as you continue to grow and don't stay stagnant in your things that you do, you'll be able to help that baby grow. And they ain't always gonna agree with you say, but you just keep pouring into your baby and do it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. For real, read out loud. My children has made me a better woman. I'm trying to tell you. Girl, I probably ain't gonna tell you. My kids saved my life, for real. I'm grateful as well for the things that have changed for the good. I trust God. Come on. Having all my kids save my life. I'm trying to tell you. And it'll grow you too. Because you got to be better for them. Even if there's things that you don't want to let go or not do, you'll do it for them. You'll do it for them. And God knew that, you know. But even while you pregnant, girl, people used to laugh at me. Do you know every single thing, whatever I was interested in when I was pregnant with that kid, that is the thing those kids like now. So I would read books out loud to myself when I was pregnant. I was always doing something new, like creative. I wanna learn how to do something. Being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis have saved my life as well. That part, yep. Queen, set your own down, didn't it? I can say amen to that. I can say amen to that. Cause I didn't really sit down till I got lupus. Cause before that I was sit down weird when I'm asleep. When I'm asleep, I'm gonna sit down. But as soon as these feet hit the floor, baby, I'm about to get moving, and I'm gonna move until I'm barely getting in the house. You hear me? Crash out and do it again. You hear me? So yeah, yeah. But I take it. If getting diagnosed with lupus is what's gonna help me get into heaven, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with you. Cause if I didn't, baby, you said my kids set me down. I'm trying to tell you. I had kids and I was still moving and grooving. Snatched and bought me real quick, girl. Quit playing. I already know. You said I can't even get out this bed. This kid gotta come help me get to the toilet. Son, can you run my bath water? And then mom's gonna need you to help. I'm gonna wrap up in my towel and you just help me get down here on this thing. And I was only 27. I was only 27 when my son was having to help me get in the tub. Run my bath water for me. I was only 27. You heard me? And God went for 26, moving. 27, moving. You said, you hear me? I couldn't walk, nor could I see. Come on. Come on. I already know. Listen. And the edges. Baby, I love it. But if it's going to help me get on that bus, I'm with it. He said it's better you get in what, lame and maimed or whatever else it is, missing parts, without an eye, without an arm, than not to get in at all and go out whole. I'm cool. Take whatever you need. I just want to get in. That's how I felt about the last pregnancy with my tubes being tied because I was living reckless. And I know it saved my life. I'm trying. Listen. Mm-mm. He said, I'll sit on the floor then. Just let me make it. You hear me? I just want to get in. I don't care. Because everything here is temporary. It ain't. And that's why I asked y'all the question I asked y'all the other day. That's why I asked y'all the question I asked y'all the other day. What is worth you trading in that heavenly body you got? Whatever you're not willing to let go of, hold on to, whatever, that's it. And that's why people be like, you just don't care about nothing. No, I care about a lot, but I'm not letting it stop my goal. And my goal is I need him to help me. Because I believe hell is real. I believe that torment is real. I believe eternity is real. And I believe it's a world after this one. Whether you believe it or not, I don't care. That don't got nothing to do with my soul. I believe it's a thing called Judgment Day. I believe it's the man called the Antichrist. I believe that it is angels. I believe all kind of stuff. And guess what? For all them people that said that the Bible was written by man, well, the man sure must have known what was going to be written and what was going to happen, because ain't it playing out? Oh, I don't believe in that book because it was written by man. So was the book that tells you not to listen to the Bible. It was written by a man too, a lot sooner than later. You hear me? This question had me praying extra long last night. Listen, God, I want what you want for me, and you want me to be reconciled back to you. So whatever you got to take off so I can be reconciled back to you, that's what I want. Yes, I'm going to miss my friends. Hell, if he said TikTok had to go away because it's over now, I love y'all. Hopefully I see you on the other side. On the other side, because so is every textbook we learn from school, but they believe that information, that part. And that's what blows me with it. I just want to get in. I do not want to see the other side of what we have read, what we have studied. I don't want to see that. I want to meet God in peace. I just wrote that in my book. I want to meet you in peace. I don't want to meet you in your wrath. I don't want to shy away. Not that you will see us in judgment. We gonna know each other. Hey, it's been a while. Hey, it said you gonna know everybody there. But I remember I told y'all the first dream that I had about being in the. I was only like 9 or 10. I knew everybody in the crowd, and it was a big old crowd, a big old, big old, big old crowd. It was a whole bunch of people. I knew everybody, and mind you, I was only like 9 or 10. But it was grown folks, old people, young people. Everybody was there, and everybody was just sitting, walking around on the cloud. The way I'm going to Stevie Wonder you. You don't get to Stevie Wonder me if God tell me this is over. That's all right. Because guess what? You about to go in front of judgment, and he gonna tell you you was wrong because I was listening to what he told me to do. I'll be on the side of my scales was weighed out. Uh-uh. This my soul I'm worried about. I just read the story about that place that said over across from it, where people were swimming in blood and gut. Baby, no. And I don't do creepy crawly stuff. Jesus is everything that makes me want to just grab my skin and rip it off. I'm gonna be like that. I don't know her. Oh, okay. Well, fine. Mm-hmm. That's okay. Cause I don't want to be swimming in guts and none of that. So if he say this gotta go, it gotta go. It gotta go. Whatever gotta go, so I can get in. It gotta go. I'm telling. I don't. I've read it. I don't want to. I think about. That's why I can't watch Fear Factor and all of that. I couldn't watch it. I would try, but baby, the roaches crawling all over you. I can imagine in judgment you come and sit right next to me like, "Hi, sister." Or wait till you sit down and tap you on your shoulder and be like, "Hey." I just said that. Hey. So when I realized that watching Fear Factor is like being in one of the rooms in one of those caves that we read about with the 7,000 rooms and the 7,000 floors or whatever it is, 7 floors, and it's 1,000 rooms, and in each one of them rooms it's a different scary thing. Just imagine a hotel of Fear Factor. And every room you open is a different episode. But it's 7,000 of them. And it's 7 floors of 7,000. First of all, God, that's 40. How did you even think of a different torture for every room on every floor? There goes that knot again. I'm just saying. You know how long it takes to think about 7,000 different gory things. And then inside of there's even... And the crazy thing is, it was prepared at the same time because he already knew what we was going to do. So as he was forming what was going to be sin and what wasn't going to be sin. He was already making the room a punishment for it. Do you realize that? Even though the beings like that, the angels and stuff had created, that was mixed all up, hadn't been created before, he ended up using them anyway. So when he made the law in his mind of what was going to be sin and what wasn't, he was already forming these rooms. Yeah, okay, fine. According to each sin. Soon as he thought of it, it's sin. Oh, okay. So then the punishment for that is, and this is even before we got, just like the sea of forgetfulness was made, torment was made already too. Because that's one of the realms. So that's why I said the lake of fire just hasn't been revealed yet. But he gonna open up the thing and then it's gonna appear. Oh, wow. Heaven and earth and everything else was made already. So yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. I just don't want to go there. If it's anything like I saw when I was a kid in my dreams, I don't want to go there. I don't. And that's a spooky thing to think about, but it's also a reality that whatever you can't walk away from on this side is going to tether you to the punishment from this place. And I don't want to be tethered to nothing but him. He probably still adding on torture rooms now. Oh no, they was all created. Once he was finished with the world, he was finished with that too. Now it's enlarging itself, so the rooms are expanding, but the punishments is already laid out, baby girl. That's what I'm saying. As he was making he was going to signify as sin, because he already knew what we was going to do. He already had the punishment and the beast. I formed you in your mother's womb before he already knew everything from the beginning to the end. I'm about to go. I gotta go find me. Oh, did I show y'all them muffins? I showed y'all them muffins. The Reese's peanut butter muffins. Did I show them to y'all? Oh, CERCA. Listen here. I'm just gonna say get you one. Baby, listen to me. This right here. This right here at the grocery store, if you can find one. Stupid. Stupid. Do you hear me when I say stupid? You ain't even gotta heat them up. You said I seen them in Walmart. It's like, no, that's just Big Bag. Big Bag did. Big Bag sure did. It sure did. Fire. You ain't even gotta heat them up. Fire. Woo, fire. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Gonna get you one. Let me tell you what they got. I'm not surprised you picked them up, did. Room temperature, fire. Fire. And if you bust it down and put some honey in it, some butter on it, it's already peanut butter. Listen. You said you play too much. We just be So it's Hershey's chocolate muffins filled with indulgent Reese's peanut butter filling, topped with peanut butter icing, and decorated with Reese's peanut butter cups. All you need is some milk. You don't need no milk. I had water with mine. I'm talking about stupid. You said my sons wouldn't leave me any. Well, you get one and leave it in the car under and put a box of old clothes, Goodwill, and then you can eat it freely whenever you want to. You just have to go out there and get it out of the clothes because they ain't gonna fold those. You just put them in the trunk, and you get some old clothes that's clean, and you just throw them over the top and write Goodwill on it. They not even gonna look in there because they think you gonna make them lift it. You can eat freely as much as you need to. See, y'all don't be. You gotta think like a kid. You put it where they ain't gonna go. Well, they not going near nothing. That's a chore. So then anything you want to hide, you put it where the chore is, and then they gonna steer clear of there. And then your snacks is fine. mm, mm. Put it where the chore is. They gonna steer. But something you know they don't do. They ain't gonna do it. It don't matter how many times you tell them, oh, okay. Okay. That's where my snacks is about to be. The place you ain't gonna go. Girl, you gotta think like a kid. I don't want y'all to eat my stuff, so I'm gonna put it in a place I know you ain't gonna look at it. Wherever it is that I tell you to go do some work, you're not gonna look there. You said works for men too. Exactly. They somebody's kid, ain't they? They ain't my kid, but they somebody's kid. I already know. I'm trying to tell you I had to hide from my husband too. Cause he gonna smash all my snacks. I bought you your snacks. Why are you eating my stuff? No. I used to hide my stuff from him too, in baskets and everything, cause he ain't about to. He wasn't gonna wash my clothes. Well, I didn't allow him to. So if I wanted to, I could just hide it in a basket of clothes. That's all I gotta do is put it under there. He ain't looking in there. And then as soon as he go to work, I can have my snack. And don't gotta share with the kids. They going to school. I'm good. I'm in the clear. Mm-hmm. Everybody got their stuff. Y'all just want to eat y'all's and mine. We're not doing that. Kids listening in the background picking up gems. Well, most of the kids is put your damn headphones on. Put your headphones on now. Oh, I'm just saying. I will hide it in the Christmas decorations. If I don't want you to have it and I want it for myself, I'm going to hide it. Because I know my kids can smell food from down the street. Listen. You ain't about to get my stuff. And see, now I don't have to worry about that. Because if I don't eat it, nobody will. So it's a great thing. But I shared all those years. I did. I bought them stuff and I still end up giving them some. Y'all know how we do. But I want to eat it first. I don't want you to have the first bite of my stuff. I want to eat it first, my own self. I don't want you to do that. And kids will be like, well, can I just have a piece of it? You haven't even opened it yet. So what? It's there when I want it. I don't want it right now. I bought it because I know this might be something I want later. And you going to eat it all up before I can know. Because you're going to ask for some. You're going to take more than I told you to take. And then you're going to come back and want some more. Or you're going to tell your sister or brother. And they're going to want something. No. So I'm going to eat however much I want to eat of this. And then if I choose to share it with y'all, because this is specifically for me, then I'll bring it out and I'll leave it and act like I don't care and act like I don't know y'all eating it. But no, not this. These, I wouldn't be able to leave in my house. If I had kids that live with me, I would not be able to leave these. They would eat them. So I would have to put these up like in my room under my books or something. I would have to put them somewhere else because they'd eat them. And he would have too. That ex of mine, he would have ate them too. Anyway, I got some stuff to go do. Not find me some food. I've been smashing that chili, y'all. And I don't even know if I got no hot dogs, but I think I got a cheese polo sausage. I'm about to take that chili and make me a chili cheese polish and make me some French fries. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna eat. Yeah, with the onions on the top. Ooh, wait. A little mustard. I'm ready. I love you too, Pumpkin. I'll see y'all later. We got stuff to do anyway. Everybody got something they learned that they need to do today. One thing. I don't care if it's figure out how to make it, use it, whatever. Get working. I love you, Pumpkin, and congratulations. Not the Mrs. I'm gonna be calling you now. You about to be Mrs. Administrator. You used to just be the administrator. Now you about to be Mrs. Administrator. She used to be just the administrator. Not that that ain't a good thing, but now she Mrs. Administrator, honey. Mrs. You said I'm scooping some today. That part, girl, they so good, Rika. And you gotta think, if you got people that's coming over that don't really like a lot of cake and they ain't got no allergies, this something you can put out. Or if you're doing like hot chocolate with the kids and whatnot, they can have a half of one, split it in half, put some whipped cream on the top, or drizzle it, or they can eat this like a hot brownie. Because you know, if you heat it up a little bit, just 10 seconds, which you don't need it. But then put you some ice cream with it, girl, because I was already thinking about if I'm going to eat something with some ice cream and I got peanut butter and chocolate and all of that with some vanilla ice cream, girl. Listen, it's the season. And seeing this how we don't know what's going to be in the grocery stores in a minute, let me go on and get a few of these. I'll just give me a little vanilla something and eat that with that. It's going to be fire. So, there's that. Mm-hmm. They good, too. I love y'all. I gotta go. Keep talking about food and they ain't got none. I'll see y'all in a minute.